Ben, I'll tell you, I did exactly what you did going back to, let's see, November of 2001. I went to virtually the same exact spot you were up there in Vermont and into New York. It doesn't look like anything has changed, my friend, since November of 2001 when I did this same exact story.
Yeah, well, one thing has changed. We have been able to bring the resources back from the southern border. So a lot of the northern border resources were actually deployed to the southern border under Joe Biden to help facilitate the invasion. And so not only did we allow millions of illegals across our southern border, we took Border Patrol agents off the northern border and moved them down to basically be the Uber drivers for the cartel during Joe Biden's term. Now we actually have Border Patrol back up there. I was speaking with Chief Garcia and in the Swanton sector, and that's the busiest sector. And just to give you a perspective, in 2024, they had the largest number. They had almost 20,000 apprehensions just in that sector. But to give you an idea of that number, that doesn't sound incredibly large compared to the southern border, but that is more than all of the other sectors combined since they've been keeping records. That's how many they had come across just in that sector in 2024. Since that time, that it has shut down. Since President Trump has taken office, it is, comparatively shut down. The problem now is it's such a long border that you have to have major Border Patrol resources out there. But it ties back to this big, beautiful bill that President Trump passed. They're anticipating building roads in sections that have never had roads before so that they can get to areas that they haven't been able to get to before. But the problem on the northern border is, you know, Grant, you've been up there. It is the terrain diversity is very difficult. So you have swamps in some areas, you have mountains in some areas. It's, snowy in sometimes, it's water in other times. You've got the Great Lakes. So huge geographic issues that they have as well. But as you said, the biggest problem is you've got Canada to the north, and right now we've got Canada who just issues visas like they're candy. And what's stopping those people from just coming down to the United States?
Yeah. Let me play another clip of one of the interviews you did up there. And as he was talking, I watched the whole interview, and I thought, oh, my Lord, this just looks awful. Check this out.
In fiscal year 24, we had the highest number of illicit cross-border apprehensions ever made by a single sector on the northern border, and that was just under 20,000 apprehensions. It's 19,300 and change. And in that year, we also had the most vehicle incursions of any sector here, and this is why we put a lot of this interim measure here to stop those vehicle incursions.
All right, Ben, so he's pointing at makeshift barriers to stop. I would think a big truck could push those aside. I don't think that's really going to stop anybody from coming across. And I thought to myself, this is America. Where's the big, beautiful wall, or at least technology, something, Ben?
Yeah, so they do have technology. They've got motion sensors, they've got cameras, they've got thermals, they've got a lot of technology that has been increasing especially since President Trump took office up on the northern border. But as you mentioned, that area there, and that's just northern Vermont, but it's basically like that across the entire border. In fact, most places have nothing. I mean, you could literally drive across the cornfields you see in the background there. That's Canada. Literally, that's Canada. And I asked him, I said, well, we have a wall on our southern border. Do we need a wall on our northern border? And the chief's answer is very simple. We need a wall where the wall makes sense. So there's certain areas where we definitely need physical barriers. But right now, absolutely, it is not up to par to prevent people from coming in. That's where our focus should be. As we secure the southern border, we need to secure the northern border.
It's great work that you did raising awareness about this. And I'm sure President Trump, the folks in Homeland Security will do all they can to get the resources that they need up there. That will change now, but great calling attention to it, Ben Bergquam. As always, thank you for coming on tonight.
My pleasure, Grant. Thank you, sir.